Kenobi. Years ago, you served my father in the Clone Wars. Now he begs you to help him in his struggle against the Empire. I regret that I am unable to present my father's request to you in person, but my ship has fallen under attack, and I'm afraid my mission to bring you to Alderaan has failed. I have placed information vital to the survival of the rebellion into the memory systems of this R2 unit. My father will know how to retrieve it. You must see this droid safely delivered to him on Alderaan. This is our most desperate hour. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Hello and welcome to a LEGO review. Today we're taking a look at set number 75270, Obi-Wan's Hut. This kit has 200 pieces and retailed for $40 Canadian. Alright, let's start off by getting the minifigs out of the way, since those are the least important part of a LEGO set. You get a Episode 1 Luke, who has an alternate face. Old Ben Kenobi, who doesn't. Also doesn't have any leg printing, which I feel was a missed opportunity. You get a Tusken Raider with a staff, which does actually have a pretty nice print. And also, the head is actually dual injection. The sort of more matte, gray, silverish bits are a separate plastic, whereas the eyes and the mouth area are printed. And finally, you get the little astromech R2-D2. I think the silver they're using now is a little bit too dark for the head, but it looks good. The printing is pretty on point, at least. Moving on to the main attraction, Obi-Wan's Hut. If I just do a little 360 spin, you can see that it is fully enclosed and I believe pretty much to scale. And for those of you wondering, yeah, it is supposed to be open here on the back. These are steps going down because the ground is actually supposed to be slightly higher. But bringing it back around to the front, you can see it has a little keypad here. There's a little empty crate. However, this is a modern LEGO set, and as such, you raise up the roof and then fold out both sides, and you get full access to the insides of Obi-Wan's hut. Now, there's a lot of little details going on here. His staff over by the door, the crate, which we'll get to, all the junk on his shelves, a Tusken staff in the back, which is an interesting touch. Blue milk. Unfortunately, the carton doesn't have the funny print on it, but he does have a glass right there behind it. A white chair here, and then the iconic sitting area. Of course, if you look back here, there's a little oven with a flame shooting out of it, which is probably a safety hazard, but, you know. And this pot actually does have a couple of little flat studs inside of it as sort of a green soup, I guess. Doesn't really look super appetizing, to be honest. Now, talking about this crate, you pop it open. It has a couple things in here. One, a lightsaber blade, but then also a lightsaber hilt. And this one, in the crate, is specifically supposed to be Anakin's lightsaber, which is given to Luke at the start of the movie, obviously. Then also, you get a little training droid. But then if you pull off this clear peg over here and the little hollow stud, put them all together, and you have a little training droid that can actually just be supported up in the air, which is a nice touch, honestly. I like that they included that as a little play feature. Now, aside from all of that, you do also get a second lightsaber, which is supposed to be Obi-Wan's, as well as a little sculpted Princess Leia, which actually does have the buns underneath the hood, which is a nice touch. And that obviously can just be plugged there, and you can recreate the scene, because this set actually comes with R2-D2. Now, it's just one final thing to talk about, and that is the leftover parts. You actually get pretty useful parts leftovers. A couple of hollow studs, another one of those printed pieces, a second roller skate, another candle flame, and a couple of 3 long rods. It's actually pretty useful parts. So, to wrap this review up, this thing is really overpriced. I mean, hey, Star Wars Lego, of course it's overpriced, but like, 40 Canadian for this. Seriously, guys? Like, really? I got this half off at clearance. It's worth 20. It's absolutely worth 20 Canadian. It was not worth 40. This is a nice little set. If you can get it on clearance, go for it. Do not buy this at retail. Do not buy these ridiculously overpriced sets. Anyway, aside from the ridiculous price, I like it. It's a nice set. It's a little diorama, which is something I like more than, you know, a little place set vehicle junk. Kind of wish it came with C-3PO instead of a Tusken Raider, but you know, they had to sell the land speeder somehow because, yeah, they split up the droids. Another $40 set, by the way, which was also on clearance half off, but I didn't bother getting that because I don't really care. But yeah, don't expect any LEGO reviews in the near future because this price, man, LEGO is. Whew. Anyway, that's all for this review. Be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, helps a lot. Subscribe and hit the bell for future reviews. Go follow me on Twitter for updates, and consider supporting me on Patreon so I can keep making reviews just like this one. And as always, until next time, happy building.